In this video, I'd like to go over different styles of wall jumping. So let's come in here and I'll just hit default. Hit the default button. I kind of set it up. So what this looks like, jump. So when you're hanging on a wall, what config do you use? When you're hanging on a wall and you hit the shift key, what config do you use? When you jump at a wall and then hit jump midair without actually hanging first, what config do you use? On and on and on. And I try to show what these configs look like, but I'm very limited. It doesn't display any Unicode like graphing characters or anything. All I get is question marks. So those ugly hash things, they're supposed to be like bar charts, angle. So when looking at a wall, what does that particular property, is it at 100%, is it 0%, so on and so on. So just think of those as like bar charts for angle, 0 to 180 degrees. Let me just show you kind of what so default is, so when you're looking at a wall and not really, looking at the wall, you hit jump, 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 jump. And then I have something called relatch. So you'll notice that I didn't, well, you can't see my keyboard, but I didn't hit the Q key again to latch. It auto latches. Let me actually get up in the air. It just auto latches. So I just jump, sticks, jump, stick. And then when I look straight up, there's a different config, or something called straight up mode, where I add a little bit more impulse than just looking, if that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, that default is kind of meant to just be a good average. It should just be intuitive to use. Like, let's say I want to jump up and over. Yeah, let's say I'm coming here and I just want to jump up that. So I just run and jump, 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 jump. That sort of thing. So it should just feel intuitive. The old way that wall jump, the very original wall jump, was implemented where it did this turn the player around. So if you're facing the wall and you jump at the wall, it like turns you around. And so I made configs that emulate that. So when you're looking at the wall and you're looking up, do up only. If you hold in the shift key, do that back jump thing. So I'll show you what that back jump looks like. So now notice if I jump, nothing happens. So this kind of emulates the previous version of wall hang, how it would have been before. But if I hit my shift key, it will actually, let me jump up the wall, and then I'll stick. Now I'll hold in my shift key and jump. There we go. It turned me around and shot me off the wall. So that emulates what the original version of the wall hang. Yeah, I'm repeating myself. Okay, so but you can be like, well, I want that to apply every time. Say back jump. Yeah, I'll go over the no latch and latch here in a second. No, I did. I already talked about latch and the no latch. No latch just means that it won't try to reapply the hang, whereas regular mode sort of latch, it auto applies about 2/3 of a second later. So yeah, hit OK. So now every time I jump at the wall, oh, it didn't turn me around. Huh, weird. I must have been looking exactly 180 degrees. So if I come at the wall at an angle, it only partially changes my look. I don't know. I don't particularly like that. I like this default mode way better. That's why I wrote it. But there it is. So kind of, I made these buttons because setting a bunch of these combo boxes is annoying. Just hit the OK. Or like if you're using that mid-air mod and you want to use their wall jumping capability, we'll just come in here, hit clear. OK. Now this thing won't do any jumping whatsoever. Right. And so if you had that mid-air movement and wall jumping mod installed, you should be able to use its jumping abilities, but still use the wall hangs, regular wall hanging abilities. If that makes sense. Let's go over some of these other settings. Come back, hit default. So sound, I have my sound, the game sound, like turned way down, but the standard double jump sound kind of gets old. If you really like it, you can check that and put it back. This override relatch. So if despite whatever you have default and default, notice that I don't have any default non-latching because whatever, I just didn't. If you really don't want to ever latch, just come over here and say never relatch. Now, despite what's packed into these configs, it won't do a relatch, kind of, or just use the configs values. Similarly, these configs have impulse strengths kind of baked into them. This is just a multiplier, so you can come in and multiply it by 2, right? So now the strength is twice as strong as hit OK. Let's just hit OK. Show you what I'm talking about. Now I'm like really, my jump strength is like crazy. So you can get it like arcadishly. Yeah, it's good to have grappling hook installed. Save yourself, because like if you get too far away from the wall accidentally. Hold on. Use config. Default. I don't know why that didn't apply. Anyway, so say you accidentally get too far away, grappling hook's a good way to save you. I also made this damage mode. Default is none. So once you get past a certain, the game uses essentially velocity. Once you're let's jump up. So if I were to jump from here, I would die, right? If I hit the ground. You can come in here in this fall damage reduction. You can read the descriptions as you change it. It tells you what it does. But we'll do damage safe. Damage safe just says at its strongest, leave 5% health remaining, basically. So now if I jump, I lost some health, so there's a little bit of danger, but it's not the end of the world. What else do I want to go over? I don't know if there's much. Yeah, a bunch of settings. If you want to make your own configs, I have other videos for that where I just talk. They're like half an hour long, 40 minutes long. But I go over that probably in more detail than is necessary. This 0 speed modifier, so I'm just going to keep hitting my jump key over and over, fast. So you'll notice that I'm not like flying. I don't know why that is not sticking. I'm going to check that config. But you'll notice that I wasn't just flying ever faster. That was because of this 0 speed modifier. Once you're going too fast and you try to keep pushing jump, it's like it says, "Oh, you're going too fast. I'm not going to apply the jump," and it does a small gradient. So you can adjust this to say, "No, I want to be going faster." before you start limiting the extra jump impulse, if that makes sense. I think that's all the settings I want to go over here. Yep, we'll call that a video.